Good evening, race fans. Welcome into the third race of what is now renamed newly as of this week, the Sweet Greek Grill Xfinity Series, formerly known as the LSRL Xfinity Series. But admins did some work behind the scenes, got themselves a fancy new title sponsor, but it's the same great racing you've come to expect on Tuesday nights as we roll into Dover for the third race of the season. As always, here with my co-commentator in the booth, Art. How we doing tonight?
Excited for the Monster Mile. We'll see some tempers flare here today. I see a bunch of fast drivers. I'm just excited.
Yeah, hard to pass here, so these drivers will have to be patient, but Dover's not really a place where you see a whole lot of patience, especially in the closing stages. So it should be a good one here tonight. Race information is as follows. 2 laps qualifying to set the field for the 150-lap main event. Stage break at lap 40. 70% fuel capacity gives these drivers an estimated fuel run of 51 to 55 laps. So it won't be any fuel strategy in the first stage, just track position and trying to maximize your stage points. 1 starter set of tires, 3 in the pits for a total of 4, 0 fast repairs, and 3 green-white checkers as always if needed. Haven't needed them yet, so let's go ahead and get right into the on-track action. Qualifying underway.
Something you never want to hear. James Goodwin said 50% chance I lose power on lap 1 and take out the whole field.
Yeah. I know there's some severe weather affecting some of these drivers. It's a complaint about losing power and whatnot, but we'll see who's here and who's not. Tyler Justice currently top of the board, 23:10. If you remember last week, Camden Perrin Huggins were going to put on an instant classic before they each forced each other into a pit road mistake under green flag conditions. Took them both out of contention. He's going to look for some redemption this week, and putting it on pole would be a good way to do that. Landon Quisenberry currently 5th. Let's go on board here with Jonathan Mazzella, 41 machine, as he sets out on his first lap. Down into turn 3, trying to wrap the bottom as well as you can. You want to get on the throttle as early as you can exiting 4, but you saw there, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. His first lap good enough for P9. And it is very easy to get on the throttle just a second too early and pound the outside wall exiting 2 and 4, so you've got to be very mindful once those tires start to approach the cliff. Snap loose there on both laps. We'll see if he's able to improve. Mazzella goes from 9th to 10th, back to 9th. Got some heavy hitters behind him though. Here's Joshua Lott in his first lap, good enough for 18th. Looks tidy off of 4. Blast to the line. Lawton all the way up to 2nd. Schwartz now takes that spot into the 2nd position, and I don't think we have anybody else out on the racetrack except Wyatt Blair. Just running some practice laps though. In the 00, making his debut here this evening for the season. 22 drivers have elected to qualify so far. Logan Howell, Zach Scare, Adam Kilday, Wyatt Garrett, James Goodwin, Kyler Friesch, Wayne Ruprecht, and Corey Blevins not electing to do so. Well, here comes James Goodwin with just over a minute remaining. One-hundredth of a second separating Tyler Justice from Jonathan Schwartz. Justice able to get to the 23 zeros. Just barely. But Goodwin will be the last man to set a lap. He will have time to get one in. Most likely 2. Time to beat a 23.099. Works down the back straightaway. He should have time to complete his second one. He's going to wind up that momentum on the high side, and he'll blast off a 4. And on the front straightaway. First lap good enough for 21st out of your 23 qualifiers. Gets off into turn 3 for the final time in this qualifying. Running that higher line, trying to get a good exit off of 4, trying to diamond that corner late. We'll see where it puts him. He'll cross the line, 3 seconds to spare. Goes from 21st to 21st. 38 car field. We'll see how many elect to grid up at the back, if they're all here. Yeah, we run 1 30-second ad per hour. We really don't. We're not keeping you from the action. There's a very easy way to not get that 30-second ad though. Cost you $4.99. Cost you $4.99 a month.
Or if you have Amazon Prime, it's free.
Absolutely. But the Dover 150 about to get underway. Pole sitter Tyler Justice grids up. Most of the non-qualifiers have grid up in the back, so I believe we are looking on track for a 30-car field. How many remain at the end? Yet to be seen. Waiting on just a couple more. Joshua Lawton and Corey Blevins. So at least 28 here tonight. Lawton qualified 3rd. Blevins now get it up, and we're all here ready to rock and roll at Dover. Love to see it.
You know, I've been looking at this grid, thinking about who I want to make as my pick, but I'm going to let you go first.
Go ahead and give me Joshua Lawton in the 40 machine.
I'm glad you didn't take my pick. I picked him last week. He got into a battle with Perrin. They both sped on entry into pit road. But I think he's, maybe he'll prevail this week. Give me Tyler Justice off pole again.
He's got 2 poles in a row. Last week and this week. Randy Arms, your back-to-back winner to kick off the season. Daytona and Auto Club looking to make it 3 in a row, starting 4th. Lawton looking to exercise some Dover demons from a couple seasons ago when he had a pit road mishap. We know he's got speed, does not have the finish in his debut a couple of weeks ago to back it up. I think he'll get the speed. Him and Glenn Murphy Jr. have battled so well here over the last couple of seasons, and I think Lawton will come out on top here tonight, but a long way to go to find out. Pace cars off. 30-car field in control of Tyler Justice. Work off the turn 4 and back to the Geico restart zone. And the Dover 150 is underway. Green flag in the air. Good launch for the 6. He's pulled by 2.5 car lengths, and we're already side by side for the 2nd position. And back to shorts off of 2 for the time being. James Goodwin already up 2 spots, looking to make it 3 on the outside of Cade Ferguson. He's from 21st to 18th. 3 spots in the opening lap for the 11 machine. Hard earned there. And already a battle for the race lead, and it's no contest as Jonathan Shorts flies around the outside of our race leader. Our former race leader, excuse me. And that wasn't particularly close.
Yeah, the man's the new title sponsor of the league. I believe he's the one that brought it on. He's going to get out there and run some laps for the Sweet Greek Grill.
Getting them, they already sponsored the series in general, but they get some good airtime out front as well. So, good return on investment so far for him. A couple other drivers picked up a spot in the opening lap. Glenn Murphy Jr., Matthew Heel, Quisenberry, Kevin Ritchie, the brother of Kyle Ritchie, making his debut, sits inside the top 10.
What is that number?
Chrome, baby. Let's go on. Let's go on board with the 51. Like we saw yesterday evening at Nashville, it will be a lot of single file to start while they're all on even tires. The drivers that take care of their stuff over the long runs will fare better. It is not an easy place to pass. Pick your spots wisely.
You say that. Randy Arms able to get around Tyler Justice to jump into P2.
So these drivers, especially the 8, the 58, I think they're showing a little muscle early on. Powering around the outside. Probably used up their stuff just a little bit. Tyler Justice probably more than willing to let them have it. We got some too wide back through the field. Down the back straightaway. Corey Blevins going at it side by side.
Ooh,
With Eric
75 and
Shields.
21 almost getting into it. And we got 74 making a dive.
Joseph McGill looked a little squirrely down the front stretch there in that 69 machine. Started 20th, that's where he remains. You see a lot of guys kind of uncomfortable off of Ford. Very easy to lose the back end of the car, and then alternatively, pound the outside wall out of force. So it's a very tricky racetrack, that's for sure. Especially once the tires start to fade away a little bit.
We got a yellow.
Yellow is out, and it is for Zach Scare, who's already jumped. Oh, and that car is destroyed.
I mean, you were just talking about it. You just the coming out of 4, the car getting loose.
And I was gonna... Oh my goodness! Way late, Wyatt Garrett. Okay, I was about to say, it did look terrible for Scare, but, oh, he... Huh.
That really is a,
The 78 machine. Coming off before he blinks out. He comes back and he just misjudges it. I guess he doesn't think he's going to hit him or not. But he blinks out. I think he hits the wall while he's gone. And that gets him out of shape. And into the back of Zach Scare. So let's go on board with Scare here to see what happened to him. Back this up just a little bit. Underneath Wyatt Blair. Lost the back end. And as he's parked, he was towing anyways, I believe, but not gonna make him feel any better that he got run over from behind. I was about to say, the 00 there of Wyatt Blair. We got Scare getting loose, the 00 getting tight. Yeah, that's potentially 2 racers already out in the early stages. Logan Howell also on pit road. An interesting wreck to start off this race.
I'm trying to get more info.
Here we go. Lights are off on top of the pace car. We're ready to get back to racing here. It is Jonathan Shorts from Randy Arms. Restart will come here on lap 12. Logan Howell was able to get back out and catch up to the back of the field. So 28 cars on the lead lap. And we're back underway in a great jump for that inside line. Justice back already to second.
I mean, that was basically the 6 and the 8 were side by side. The 58 was gone.
Yeah, Randy caught napping there just a little bit, but he will hold off Glenn Murphy Jr. for third. How about Jonathan Dahl? He's already up 5 spots side by side with Landon Quisenberry. 74, 75 going at it. And if we see a car bounce off that outside wall in turn 4, there's not a whole lot of room for the car underneath to do anything about it. You just gotta hope that somehow that car keeps it up there. Because once there's a wreck at Dover, there's nowhere really to escape it.
That's what we've already seen.
It's Kevin Ritchie and Andrew Tenold going at it side by side.
Ooh, Kevin Ritchie can get the outside wall.
Tenold just barely able to escape it. That's what we're mentioning, though. It gets really tight and compact, and if you bounce off the wall, there's a chance that someone's already underneath you. And if they're underneath you and you bounce off the wall hard enough, you're going to send them to the inside wall, and the track's blocked once they bounce off the inside wall. And yeah, Scary, you didn't. Besides getting loose, you didn't do anything wrong after that.
No.
But a lot of single file.
Wyatt Garrett, I came to plead my case. I tore the wall down like 5 times before that wreck. I couldn't turn back right.
Oh,
turn left.
You did have some space to the inside. But it is what it is. I mean, it's a long season.
It's called the Monster Mile. Not a lot of people make it out.
We do have a little bit of side by side. Quisenberry, Tenold, Kevin Ritchie, Mazzella, Tiller. Oh, there goes Quisenberry. Yellow is out instantly, but a remarkable save. And we'll see if the 75... I think he's just getting his spot back, but holy cow, what a save. Let's take another look at this. A better camera angle. Just a little bit of contact there. That's very light contact for that 75, so I think he'll be all right. Won't be too happy about the lost track position and the roughed up tires, but better than being out of the race. So it looks like Tenold just goes up just a smidge and gets him. 75 able to lock it down. And a little bit of contact to the right front, but he should be okay.
I've been wondering for a minute, how annoyed do you think I could make Tenold if I talked about his scheme being a Ty Gibbs scheme?
Pretty annoyed.
Like, I know the driver that he is trying to support, but it is Ty Gibbs' number.
Huh.
What in the world?
So a couple guys at the back electing to come in here. Second caution of the evening. Shorts 2 top 5s in the first 2 races, but the win has gone to Randy Arms both times, but Shorts right there. In contention. Tyler Justice showed great speed last week. We'll see if he can break out this week. Put it all together. That's what you have him doing. You have him parking it in Victory Lane here a little later tonight. So Quisenberry, I don't think the damage was that bad. He should be able to get back going, and that's what he'll do. 35-mile-an-hour pit road speed, though. James Goodwin also coming down, as well as Joseph McGill.
I wish you could Lightning McQueen it. Like, if you just beat the pace car out, you're good, and not, you know, oh, the pit exit's closed. I don't care.
Let's go quickly talk to your race leader. Here with
Hey fellas,
how we doing?
Good.
How you doing?
Here with the MoFlo Racing Xfinity team, Jonathan Mazzella, Schwartz. Obviously, Schwartz, you're in the best seat in the house. Started second, quickly passed Tyler Justice. How's the car feeling in the opening 20 laps?
Feels great out front. Just got to keep it there. So, doing a little bit of air blocking out here. So, keep them tight behind us so they can't get by us. So, hopefully, we'll get the stage win.
Just triggered a bunch of PTSD there, but no, I get it. It's just the way Dover races. Jonathan Mazzella, you're back in 12th. How are you feeling with like the aerodynamics kind of being stuck in that midfoot a little bit?
I was just picking Schwartz's brain, but I can't go into the corner easy because I got so much traffic behind me. So it's forcing me to charge the corner, and I'm just getting tight. I wish I was up there closer to him.
Still plenty of time to get up there. Only 21 laps into it, so got the stage break coming up here soon. So should throw things into the mix. Keep up the good work, fellas.
Just gotta survive. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We got one driver saying he's out front doing all the air blocking, and the other one says, I don't want to get into the corner too hard, but I'm being forced to because the driver's behind him. Interestingly enough, Wyatt Garrett is still on pit road. Effectively, he's blinking out, but it'd be kind of insult to injury if he finishes his repairs and then just goes and does a lap and gets ahead of Zach Scare.
Hey, points are points.
Finishes 29th instead of 30th. We'll see if he elects to come back out. Lights are off on the pace car. Restart coming here at lap 22. Schwartz from Justice, from Randy, from Glenn Murphy Jr., Joshua Lott in your top 5. And another great launch for that inside line. You almost don't want to start second here. That puts you side by side going off into turn number 1.
I mean, last restart, we saw Tyler Justice be able to get, ahead of Randy Arms on the inside before turn 1. But look at Tyler Justice able to handle that outside line.
He's able to wrap the corner exit just a little bit better, have some forward momentum. Caution is out. Joseph McGill spun around, no hood either, so problems for the 69 machine. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, this was Logan Howell and Wyatt Blair having issues.
Heading off into turn number 3, and he just gets sent. My goodness. So really nothing Joseph McGill could have done there, but that's Wyatt Blair. It's kamikaze-like into turn number 3 to the back of Logan Howell, and nothing the 69 machine could have done there, nothing the 1 machine could have done. James Goodwin, does Quisenberry lose his hood? Looks like he is really involved, I guess.
It looks like it pops back, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. But everyone involved in that should be able to continue.
Wyatt Garrett has announced his retirement, so he is officially last place.
I also want to announce my retirement. I'm just saying, there is 1 lap you have to do to pass Zach Scare. I personally would be petty enough to do such a thing.
You might get another spot depending on if, Joseph McGill doesn't come back out.
I think they should be able to.
He says his retirement from iRacing.
This is what happens when you like candy corn, by the way.
I was going to say something, but I realized I've also retired from iRacing. I just talk about races. Candy corn's not that bad.
Yes, it is.
It's not good.
I mean,
it's not good.
Back to NASCAR Heat 5. What an L.
And it's so much worse.
NASCAR Heat 4 is where it's at.
It's also bad.
It's better than 5.
Give me Dirt to Daytona.
Honestly. Who do we got to talk to bring that back? We're bringing back college football.
iRacing.
Can we bring back Dirt to Daytona?
iRacing is making a NASCAR game.
So
they have all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Start me out in a street stock, move
Dirt
me
to
up to the
Daytona
modifieds.
was the best NASCAR game ever created. Argue with a brick wall if you think otherwise. I'm not having
Some
it.
people would say NR
I
2003.
don't care.
They can also argue with a wall.
I do Dirt to Daytona for the time. Just the best thing ever. So it looks like McGill goes a lap down, as does Logan Howell. Wyatt Blair, I think, is on the lead lap. But a tough night for the Wyatts so far. It has to be said that Wyatt Garrett did come back out to pass Zach Scare. Well done. There we go. He will not finish 30th. He will finish at worst 29th. So well done.
All right, I know Zach Scare's in chat. You gotta come redeem
You
yourself.
gonna take that laying down? I wouldn't. If I had more time, I would race as well as commentate, but one of them definitely pays more.
I mean, you get a. I'm not gonna say the amount you get. Never mind.
That's confidential information. That's proprietary for YG Media LLC Incorporated. I am my own agent. You come talk to me.
I was gonna say because sometimes those rock car payouts are pretty good, but
If you just won every week in Rod Car, it'd be pretty lucrative.
you got to be a champion though.
Yeah, here we go for the restart. Lap 27. Already 3 cautions. A little bit uncharacteristic, but it is Dover after all. Very technical racetrack. Concrete surface. Miles the monster and to boot. We're back underway.
And they're drivers unfamiliar with each other.
And we're still in the very, 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 very early portion of this season. Everyone
Tyler Justice able to get a good jump that time.
on the outside. How about that? He'll maintain second. No offense, but this is where all the action's been happening so far. So let's take a look back here at these guys. See how they get along. Especially first lap after a restart.
Eric Shields side by side with, I believe that's the 42 Wayne Ruppert.
42
Side by
Skylar
side.
Freesh. 71 is Wayne. This tight confines right now. Not a whole lot of room. Quisenberry will be driving with a purpose to get back up towards the top 15 at least. He had good speed. Caught up in some other people's mess. Adam Kilday, your biggest mover so far tonight, +9 for the very tail end of the field. First. While all that was happening, pass for the lead. It's Tyler Justice back out in front here. Take a
We
look
got
at
a challenge for second too after.
how he did it off of 4. And into turn number 1, a big send to the bottom, and I think Schwartz just kind of lets him have it a little bit. The battle continues down the back straightaway and off into turn number 3.
And we still got two, but like side by side for second place here. We're trying to maintain, but Randy wants to get around the outside.
And he washed up just a little bit, allowing Schwartz back door to door with him. Almost contact down the back straightaway. Still side by side for second. Joshua Lott and Glenn Murphy Jr. right there if those two slip up. As Tyler Justice is loving what he's seeing in his rearview mirror. I think about 6 cars about hit the wall off turn 4 there. In the background as Randy finally clears for second. Tyler Justice scoots out to half a second lead, the biggest of the night by anybody. As Randy will now try and settle in and reel him back in. Look how close the margins are. And here's Andrew Tenold. Inside of his teammate. That is for the 9th position. Move right there, a little bit further back. Corey Blevins to the inside of the 28 machine of Cade Ferguson. Trying to make the pass through 3. Looks like he'll do so. Slide up right in front of the 28. Further back, 42 on the wall. Not uncommon here at Dover. Blevins not clear just yet of that 28. He's fighting back on the inside.
A little bit of contact between Lawton and Schwartz. Lawton was trying to get into the back bumper, get him a little uncomfortable.
Elsewhere, the 21 just completed a pass on Matthew Heel. That's for 7th in the paint scheme this season for the 21 machine. Matthew Heel's first season, had really good speed. Zella to the inside of Jonathan Dolly. That is for 10th. Dolly struggling a little bit. Comes Ryan Tiller to the inside of Kevin Ritchie. So now that we're getting some laps under our belt, we'll see some more passes.
40 got loose out of 2. Gave a little schmack to the wall there.
Kevin Murphy Jr. was taking a peek to the inside of the 58. Got a little loose off for this, so he'll have to reset. Corey Blevins to the inside of Joseph Murata. James Goodwin to the inside of Cade Ferguson. As they work through 1 and 2. Murata into the wall. Goodwin completes the pass on Ferguson. Blevins completes the pass on Murata. It was very close, though. Probably a little too close. And Murata into the fence out of 4. James Goodwin taking advantage. Around the outside, Ferguson trying to do the same thing. It just kind of shows you that snowball effect as Murata, the big send to stabilize his position in 19th.
You got a challenge for second. Lawton trying to get around Randy.
Adam Kilday to the inside of the 42. And there is Lawton to the inside of Randy Arms down the back straightaway. Should complete the pass into 3. Will roll the center of the corner, try and come up and air block that 8 a little bit. And he's able to do just that.
3 laps of progress there.
Now, hard fought there for the 40. Up into second, 1.3 seconds behind your leader, Tyler Justice, as he is coming to the end here of stage number 1. So these guys fighting for every single stage point. That 40 snuck on us just that quick. Tyler Justice wins the stage. Everyone coming in single file to Andrew Tennell down in 10th. And that is your one and only stage complete here tonight.
I think it caught the drivers off guard and the admins off guard because there was no pit closed, 2 laps prior. I think
everyone kind of got lulled into a sense of security there with those 3 cautions before the stage. And then they were just like, all right, we're just about to settle in. And then the stage kind of resets everything yet again. How about Andrew Tennell climbing 6 spots to snag a single stage point? Joseph McGill loves that, though. That gets him back on the lead lap. Logan Howe, it'll put him the only man 1 lap down. And then Wyatt Garrett, I think, has officially called it a night. He does get back past Zach Scare. But it also gives a chance for some guys that have maybe brushed the wall to come in and fix some damage. So I'd say a much-needed caution, especially since no one was taken out in this one. Everyone just kind of gets a breather, a reset. We'll go again here in just a couple of laps. While we're doing that, we'll reset the running order. Just a couple of quick words from the incredible sponsors of the Sweet Greek Grill Xfinity Series. come back here, getting ready for the restart, lap 46. Just a big shout out to Wilder Graphics, Butt Kicker, Sim Racer Hub, the Cleaning Authority, and as always, the Sweet Greek Grill. The incredible support they have for the LSRL Xfinity Series and the group of leagues that LSRL puts on. 26 cars on the lead lap. Wyatt Blair went a lap down during that sequence of pit stops under yellow. But a lot of damage, so I think he felt it worthy to fix some of that. Logan Howell also.
I believe that's why when in chat saying his steering is destroyed as well.
Yeah, it don't look great. You've had that car through a lot already in the first 45 laps, but still plenty of time left. Anything can and will happen here at Dover. So just keep on toughing out those laps. Pace car is off. Tyler Justice gets us back underway. Your stage 1 winner. Jumps out to nearly a 3-car length lead as he heads off here to turn number 1.
Lawton finding the struggles of leading outside.
Cuts down right in front of Randy Arms, and already all over the back bumper of Glenn Murphy Jr. He's thinking about a move.
He gets into the back of him there.
Very aggressive right off the start. He knows this is the best opportunity to make up moves. And let's look a little further back. Demyen on the outside of Schwartz.
Oh, I hear a car going around. I'm pretty sure.
Wyatt
Oh,
Blair.
no.
They gone from bad to worse. Joseph McGill jumping to pit road.
I thought I heard a car go around. I didn't hear a car go
There
around.
was, in fact, a car going around, I believe.
Oh, we've got contact, and around goes Glenn Murphy Jr.
I beg your pardon?
Yep. Wait, what? That wasn't a caution? Wait, no, this one's... Holy, it's getting worse.
Hello?
What?
How was the original... Wait, wait a minute. Oh, boy. Wow. I was
I
looking
don't
at...
know.
I was looking at the Wyatt Blair Joseph McGill incident, thinking that that was the caution because you said
Nope.
car around. I'm taking a look here at the replay, and about 6 other cars wreck. So hang on.
I don't know how the Wyatt Blair situation wasn't a caution, but oh boy, this is a big one.
So let's take a look here at what we thought was the caution. It was Joseph McGill and Wyatt Blair looping it out of 4. Hello?
Game?
Caution?
There are 2 cars stopped on
Like,
track.
no offense to Wyatt Blair, but he's literally, hello? Okay, so that's not a caution. We come off of 4. Lawton is then gonna, oh no! Casey Brown, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, but Dylan, how was the first one not a caution? We're sitting here looking at it like, yeah, they wrecked. And a whole lap later. The first one should have been the caution, and then this wouldn't have happened. Nevertheless, completely changes the dynamic of this race. Lawton gets into Glenn Murphy Jr. Casey Brown then... What in the world? And then this is the third part of this. Quisenberry getting into the 26 machine. James Goodwin nowhere to go. Casey Brown loops it. Kevin Ritchie, Cade Ferguson, Wayne Ruprecht. Oh, and then we got guys blinking out with the weather. Yeah, so it's complete chaos. Adam Kilday, Logan Howell. Oh my goodness. Ryan Tiller involved. Josh Mueller, the 26. Great job saving that race car. Holy cow, really good job, 26 there. Hey, Wyatt Garrett, how about you try and not hit parked cars on the racetrack next time? Thanks. But, wow.
I was incredibly shocked by Lawton just.
Yeah,
that was not just
he drove it up in there and took him out.
And I mean, he might have taken himself out the race. He's been now a lap down. He slammed it into the wall.
So let's take a look here. Going like even back from the restart here. I'm just trying to see if there was something that would have caused this. Lawton, Jr. Going off into one on the restart. Good run there for 48. Passes him clean. This is what we saw. Already trying to make a move. Washes up the hill a little bit. And then at this point, we're going to cut to the Wyatt Blair, Joseph McGill incident, which we thought was a caution. It wasn't. I mean, yeah, it's the next lap.
Yes, he didn't like the blocking.
I don't know.
It wasn't even really that bad of blocking, but
yeah. So at this point, we're looking at the Wyatt Blair. He's stuck on the front stretch. I don't know if
I mean, you have to hurry up. They're on the back stretch of 1 to go.
All right, so we'll just really quickly take a look at what caused the second incident. Then he makes a big move here into 1. Man. Yeah, so that was.
I mean, it just seemed like he was over it.
Yeah, I guess. So that opens up the door. Tyler Justice, Randy Arms, probably the 2 best cars remaining. Then Murphy Jr., Joshua Lawton, stuck laps down with damage.
I don't know if Lawton's going to come back out. He's still in the pits.
Murphy Jr. only 1 lap down, but my oh my has this race taken a turn. Less than 100 to go now. 2 cars 1 lap down. It's Logan Howell and Glenn Murphy Jr. A great jump for the 6 again. We got cars still out on the racetrack with damage. You know, it's just a race been turned on its head there a little bit. So now you got Kyle Ritchie, Demian Heel all right here. Andrew Tenold in 6th.
I believe Demian made a little contact with the wall there.
He's just trying to keep your cars clean to come home with the top 10 here tonight easy. James Goodwin up to 12th. Corey Blevins started 24th. He's now 10th. So heavy hitters taking each other out of this race, and guys is picking up the pieces, and we're going to get some easy top 10s on the board. And Murphy Jr. does dispatch Logan Howell for the lucky dog. So if another caution comes out, it is going to the 48, but he has significant right rear damage. Yeah, I don't understand how that even came to be honest with you. That initial, like, Lawton into Glenn Murphy Jr., but that is wild for sure. Also wild how we didn't have the caution thrown. Here comes Kyle Ritchie to the inside of Matthew Heel. Your top 6 separated by 0.6 of a second. Heel around the outside. Tenold trying to find a way by Demian. Tenold up to 4th. Making a big old dive for 3rd. Demian's going to give it to him. Andrew Tenold up to 3rd. Battle for the race lead here as well, as Randy Arms puts all the pressure on Tyler Justice. 1 car length separating your top 2.
Oh, and confirmation, Lawton has manually disconnected.
Yeah, so my pick to win is out.
And my pick to win is out front.
Wyatt Blair out of the race. Wyatt Garrett out of the race. Zach Scare out of the race. Joseph McGill is on pit road with a blown engine, so lengthy repair for the 69 machine. Lawton out of the race, so Glenn Murphy Jr. and Logan Howell 1 lap down. That 8 machine all over the back bumper of Tyler
Here
Justice.
Comes Andrew Tenold.
How about it for the 54 machine? And it's a look out the back from the 6. It's he's right there. It's as close as it gets. 6 slips up at all, the 8 either flies by him into the lead or they both get taken out.
Gonna have to rename that cam the Octane Race Products cam.
Oh my, he's practically shoving him through the corner.
Oh, he's gonna take a beat to the inside. He's got it. Tyler Justice looking to try and hit a crossover, but he's not gonna have that momentum.
Kendall now closing up in the back bumper to 6. As Randy Arms to the lead, looking to make it 3 wins in a row to kick off season 10, and what a start that would be. Matthew Heel right there, Kyle Ritchie in 5th, 1 second back. Andrew Tennell now taking a peek here for 2nd. Big dive into turn number 1. And Andrew Tennell to P2. How about that for the 54? Andy, I think, almost caught the wall there. It looks like he did. Just a tad bit. Andrew Tennell, 3 car lengths and closing for Randy Arms. Matthew Heel trying to take a peek. That washes the 6 up the hill, side by side for 3rd. For long though, Heel dispatches the 6. You gotta wonder if Tennell burned his stuff up just a little bit trying to fight. The Arms pulled out a car length and a half that time by. You go back here, what a mess! Quisenberry deadly loose off of 4, saves it. Kevin Ritchie trying to find a way through. Scarebo with damage, trying to find a way around the outside. Murphy Jr. just a lucky dog, trying to stay out of the way of harm. Stay out of harm's way, I suppose. Yeah, I really overcomplicated that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
It happens to the best of them.
Really bad professionals.
And now Andrew Tennell, he took 2nd away a couple of laps ago. Now he's under pressure for 2nd again. Matthew Heel looks to be one of the quickest cars on the racetrack right now. 53 will slide underneath the 54. Through 1 and 2. If he can throttle up, he will be clear. Not quite. 54 a little tight on the exit, has to check up. That'll allow the 6 to potentially get back by. Great racing up inside the top 5. Kyle Ritchie's right there. Let's go on board with him.
Ooh, Lawton said it was the 3rd block that was enough for me.
Said you only get 2.
Hey, 2 is more than a lot of drivers will.
You don't get 1 with me, Art. Just for the record. You don't get 1.
We know.
So it looks like Tennell tires just starting to fall off just a little bit. Falls back 2nd to 5th. Great racing right here just inside the top 15. Josh Mueller, Corey Blevins, James Goodwin. All trying to find a way through. There's Shorts just up ahead. They're so tight off of Fort. Ron trying to find a way around. 24 machine. Jonathan Dolly with a block. On Shorts heading off into 3. That's the battle for 9th. Essentially door banging off of 4. Shorts has to get out of it. James Goodwin gets hung up just a little bit behind him. And Luke Bratton just trying to stay out of the way. Log laps with a broken car. How about this? While we're all racing side by side, door to door, let's crank it up for the first time tonight here live on YJ Media. trouble! James Goodwin into the inside wall. Somehow has that car pointed the right direction.
No caution.
My goodness. Let's take a quick look at this. We were on board with the crank it up. My goodness, he caught airtime, but that 74 really tight out of 4. The 11 checks up. 26 gets into the back of him. Heavy damage to the left side. That 11 was having such a strong run, and now he's going to have to limp around and beg for a caution. One that might not come. Logan Howland goes the second lap down. Randy in control of this race.
A wheelie in the middle of an Xfinity race is definitely something else.
Cade Ferguson parked on the inside of turn 3 here. No caution. But he pulled, like, oh, he just pulls off. Like, he just slams on the brakes. So I imagine a real-world situation popped up. I mean, he's still there, so something obviously took his attention away from the cockpit of that 28 machine. Hope everything's all right. We now toast pit road, so.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of bad weather going on. Not gonna say where he's from, but I don't know if it's there.
This is one of the craziest races we've done in a while.
Especially for LSRL.
Right, this is like a fever.
Or
Holy cow. We said Randy Arms was leading by a second. That is now decreased to half a second. Tyler Justice closed back in. They left everybody else. Kyle Ritchie now in third.
you know, all those challenges from drivers early on, Tyler just like, yeah, go ahead, just save my stuff. I'm just gonna leave you.
And Randy Arms' best lap this race, a 23:35. His last lap, a 24:61. So 1.3 seconds of fall off. As Tyler Justice continues to close in.
And I also think, I mean, you look at Tennell, he was up there in second, now all the way down in ninth.
Here's an interesting situation we have playing out. Landon Quisenberry and Kevin Ritchie. Oh, never mind! Holy cow! And they keep it straight again, but I think that 51... Yeah, it's destroyed, so I'm about to say, no, take him out of the equation. Yeah, that's destroyed. Wow, that is just a ultimate jinx right there. Again, turn 4, Calamity Corner, Glenn Murphy Jr., but it is Dolly Murata coming off the apron up into Kevin Ritchie. It's a chain reaction. Destroys the right front of that car.
I'm going to say Murata and Dolly still going at it. Still a nice little battle here.
That's the league owner, by the way, so if he feels he's being roughed up, I imagine he'll handle it.
Oh, they're getting into it.
Oh, Scarbo is right there.
Oh!
You're going to stay right here with this. Here comes Tony Scarbo, here comes Ryan Tiller, and Landon Quisenberry as well.
Oh, he's just letting him go on by. He's coming into pit.
All right.
Like, that would just be a very... That's got to be a little awkward conversation. Dolly sponsoring the race last week. This week he's going at it with the owner.
Roughing up the league owner. Holy cow, what a race we have on our hands. All right, so now it's just Landon Quisenberry pitted on lap 50. The reason that's important, because the fuel run is about 51 to 55 laps. He could get to lap 100 and not have to pit again. Everybody else have to come in and do a splash and go if we go green the rest of the way. So Landon Quisenberry. See if he can get a bunch of free spots, or if a caution comes out and makes it all a mute point. And After all that fun, Tyler Justice right up to the back bumper of Randy Arms. You have a feeling, at least with how the race is playing out now, if Tyler Justice gets clear, that could be ball game. He fell back all the way back to fourth and repassed everybody and closed in a second on Randy Arms. Clearly one of the quicker cars on the racetrack. But now that he's right up behind him in that dirty air, can he find a way through? Jonathan Daly will be the quickest man on the racetrack now, pitted on lap 82. There's also a couple of guys pitted on lap 49 that could try and stretch it. Ben Murphy Jr., Scarbo, Ryan Tiller, the highest of those that pitted on lap 49. So look for Ryan Tiller to try and make this a one-stop race. Battle for the race lead is on. Justice looking to the outside, trying to cross him over off of 4. They are catching lap traffic. Looked outside through 3 and 4, looks inside through 1 and 2. New leader, it's Tyler Justice, lap 88. Can he now pull away? It is a 2-car race. 4 seconds over Mazzella. These two are in a different postal code tonight. Let's see if Tyler Justice can now look to pull away. We've lapped up to 19th. Tyler Freese in danger of going a lap down. Randy not dropping off the back bumper of this 6 just yet. Pit stops are only a handful of laps away, so if he can take right on his back bumper, green flag pit stops, which are not easy here, anything can and will happen. What that does do, Kyler Freesh 9 seconds ahead of Glenn Murphy Jr. does not put that 48 in position for the lucky dog anymore. What a whirlwind of the last few laps, my goodness. Yeah, the fall off is huge.
It's really been that way in the entire race, to be honest.
Yeah, best lap in this race for Tyler Justice, 23.24. Last lap, 24.81, so 1.6 seconds of fall off. So if you can pit a lap before your competitors, it's huge. It's worth seconds of time if you can get on and off the pit road properly. Right now, Jonathan Daly, second quicker than the rest of the field. That's a good point, Jay Dowles. I mean, this race has had everything so far. We're now getting into that point where the cream's rising to the top, the best of the best. They finally have their long run. They have to navigate green flag pit stops. Potentially a little fuel mileage at the end of this thing. Lloyd Levens able to pass Casey Brown for 8th. Casey into the wall on the front stretch, like taking candy from a baby. 24 says thank you very much. Battle here, and it was involving Jonathan Daly a handful of laps ago, but it's still involving Joseph Murata, Quisenberry, and Scarbo. That didn't change. Still going at it a little bit further back. James Goodwin and Adam Kilday. That 11 is nursing huge left side damage. 85 and the 11 about to go a lap down as well. This could get a little bit interesting here. 6 he's been consistently 0.2 of a second ahead of Randy Arms, so hasn't pulled away once he got past him. 85 and the 11 yield for the leaders. And I tell you what, deep in my mind, I'm thinking Randy did it on purpose, so that way he can come in a lap before this 6.
You know, it makes sense.
It actually, so that lap 50 point is kind of irrelevant because they are getting way better fuel mileage than I thought they would be. It's at 51.55, so if you do 55 from 42, they're like 97-ish, so we'll see if they could... That's what we were told pre-race, but it looks like finally, once we get on a full fuel run, the tire fall off allows them to save a little bit more fuel.
Kate Ferguson back out on fresh tires now, trying to get his way around the leaders. Shouldn't be that hard.
Tire fall off is huge. That's when we actually get a throttle up. Maybe not.
I think he's just trying to be respectful.
Ooh, if he's blinking, though, that makes it a lot. And just like that, though, Mazzella is in. So he's right on the margin, but he should be able to make it. 99 coming to 100. And if you're the 6, you're like, come on now. Get by me. And now that he's by, he should be able to get clear. But some cars on quicker tire here trying to unlap themselves. Kyle Ritchie is in from 7th, and man, that's an awkward look for them coming onto pit road. See if anyone elects to pull the trigger. Follow these guys in. Right now it's Mazzella. Kyle Ritchie, 14.5 from Mazzella, 14.9. Kyle Ritchie's last pit stop as he finally makes it down 35 miles an hour. On a speed here, that'll absolutely end your race before it gets off the ground. Josh Mueller now in. And the lap traffic has worked itself out, and it ends up with a half-second gap between your top two. Matthew Heel is in. Ooh, that was close. Locked it way up. Let's just go on board here with Randy. Let's see who pulls the trigger first for these next couple of laps. Everyone can make it from here now. Randy, you know that all of a sudden he started getting a little bit smaller in your windshield, so you try and pull it back by pitting a lap ahead of him. Casey Brown coming in. Here comes Randy Arms, going to pit a lap before Tyler Justice. Aggressive, but it looks like Randy was able to get it woed up. So Tyler Justice, I imagine, an instant response on the next lap.
You'd have to expect you don't want to fall too far behind here.
Well, the fall off is huge, but don't want to leave it late if you can't help it. Then Yin coming in, Corey Blevins, Tenold, and on the next lap, here comes Tyler Justice. Jonathan Schwartz, looking like he's going to make that left-hand turn down to pit road. Looked very clean there. So here we go, Randy Arms. Left side's going on. You can see Justice making his way down pit road. Randy's down and away. Beautiful stop, 14.6. And then Quisenberry stays out on the racetrack to try and lead a lap. Salvage something from this race at 35 miles an hour all the way down to that #1 pit stall. 4-tire stop, full of Sunoco Racing fuel for the final stop of the night for everybody. Left side's going on. Randy working through 3 and 4. It's going to be very close, but the #1 pit stall going to come into play here for the 6. Here comes Randy into 1 and 2. There's Tyler Justice. It's going to be oh so close, but give it to Randy Arms.
He's going to have Kyle Ritchie going around the outside of him as well.
So that 1 lap was worth 2 seconds.
Dylan says we like Randy around these parts.
Randy
He went
was
back for a reason.
7/10 of a second behind. Now he's 1.3 ahead, so it was literally a 2-second swing by pitting 1 lap ahead. Kyle Ritchie pitted on lap 99. So he's short pitting. You would expect Tyler Justice to be able to get back by him. Can he go track down Randy Arms? With 43 laps to go next time by, Quisenberry finally relinquishes the lead, and that's going to allow Glenn Murphy Jr. If he would have went out another lap, it would have given him the lead. eventually come in. That's where we would have thought we would have seen him naturally, but not to be. So it's Mazzella now your race leader. Pitted on lap 98. The short pit got him to the lead. See how quickly Tyler Justice is able to clear traffic of Kyle Ritchie and then start chasing after Randy Arms. Gap 1.2 seconds.
We got a yellow
is
flag.
out. Hold everything, folks. This is huge. Cade Ferguson in the 28 machine. What we're going to be looking for here off of turn 2.
Interesting.
It looks like he was going to come in and pit, maybe? He tried to tow, but it was too late before the caution came out. And that's interesting. Let's go on board with him here. We know he pulled off a couple of laps ago. Looks like he just got too hard on the brakes trying to commit to pit entry. Engine blown, his night's done. But yeah. So that changes a lot. Everybody's coming in. Mazzella stays out on the racetrack. With Andrew Tennell, which if you just pitted 7 laps ago, why the heck not? Save a set. You don't know what's going to happen in the final 40 laps. This just got very interesting. I think Landon Quisenberry is your lucky dog? Should be. I just look at the front of Eric Shields' car. Move over. That's pretty funny. So that shakes things up a little bit. As Randy Arms, oh, look at Tyler Justice was able to beat him out on pit road under yellow. Number 1 pit stall does wonders. No one's second guessing themselves, so the top 5 all stayed out on the racetrack. Actually, Schwartz took fuel only, so he comes out ahead of both of them. So top 5 stayed out, Schwartz fuel only, and then Tyler Justice on back, regular 4-tire stop, fuel. Zella is saving a bit here. They're on lap 98, but they were getting good mileage, so I think he should be fine, especially with this caution. What a wacky race. And we go here Monday night again, so we'll see more of this potentially on Monday night. Next Monday night, Xfinity Racing Series playoffs.
Playoffs?
So we're not done with Miles the Monster by any stretch. Lights are off on top of the pace car. Lap 113, the restart. Only 16 cars on the lead lap. So that's nearly half the field. 16th to 20th, only 1 lap down. The 42 machine, Kyle Freese. No, it is Kyler. My mistake. My apologies to the 42 machine. He's 6 laps down, but still trucking. Picked up some free spots on the mishap of others. Wayne Ruprecht, he's still digging. He's going to gain a spot on Cade Ferguson. And 24th and below is out of the race. So it'll be 23 cars still running once The 71 machine gets around the 28 here in 7 laps. So 23 cars back to Wayne. 16 of them on the lead lap. How about Josh Mueller up in third here? Pace cars off. We'll see if the top 5 launch. Slightly older tires, but it should be fine.
I mean, they'll launch. It's just how long can they stay up there? Ooh, Tennell!
Did not go.
Not at all. We are going to be 3 wide going into turn 1.
We wide at Dover. Hang on to your hats, folks. And that's exactly
goes up
what
the track.
Tyler Justice shot out of a cannon. That is exactly what he needed. Gives him some space from the cars behind. Holy cow, the speed difference. Here comes Kyle Ritchie as well. Matthew Heel, Shorts, Randy really bottled up in traffic. They're the big loser in this exchange. Tyler Justice not playing around. It took him exactly a lap. Lap and a
Okay, so
quarter.
Brown trying to get up under someone. We're still 3 wide. Cars getting into each other.
Yeah, so the 7 lap difference in tires, it didn't even matter. And it was 7 laps.
Ooh, Matthew Hill into the outside wall. He lost a bumper.
Just flew into like 4 different cars. Matthew Hill's still digging though. In 5th, the bumper's back. I don't know what's going on. What? This is a great race. Tyler Justice saying, all right, I'm going to pull away now. Kyle Ritchie on his fresh tires, past Mazzella through to
Ooh,
second.
Yellow is unsurprisingly out.
And that's Joseph Murata. Oh, big trouble. Eric Shields as well.
Oh, he you remember who he was getting into it with earlier?
Oh, boy.
Jonathan Tully is back.
Oh, Corey Blevins
Ooh,
nowhere to go.
James Goodwin.
Oh, the chain react. Poor James Goodwin. James Goodwin can't catch a break. Happened last week at Auto Club. He got caught up and stuff early, and then midway point of the race. Yes, so 74. Yeah, he just goes up and gets him. Dives in there really late. And then washes up just a little bit midway through the corner. Yeah. It's out in the 5. Corey Blevins nowhere to go. The 5 went back down, and James Goodwin had already committed, along with Eric Shields. So nothing they could have done there. So now the pendulum swings back the other way. The guys that just stayed out and got blown by can come in and take tires, and they'll have a chance to do to those drivers what they just had happen to them. So we'll see. Yeah. Bueller, Scarbo, obviously Murata, Blevins involved. It looks like the guys that stayed out are going to stick to their guns for now. Only had 3 sets of tires in the pits, so. And Murphy Jr. is back on the lead lap. Don't count him out. They fixed up that 48 pretty nice, all things considered. So he'll have a chance to make some noise here late. For sure. Very interesting race we have developing here.
Just had 2 cars trying to pull McQueen. Blevins and McGill.
It looks like they...
Or Murata. Oh, I don't know why I think Murata is McGill. Every time I see him, I just...
Looks like they just barely made it, too. Gotta beat that pace car out.
It's because of the Joseph Emma name.
My goodness. Coming in on 30 laps to go, and I still have no idea how this race is going to play out. getting the 1 to go signal this time. Light should go off on top of the pace car, and they did. Restart with 31 to go. Still 16 cars in the lead lap. Murata back on pit road will lose a lap. James Goodwin still on pit road. Cade Ferguson, and what happened to Corey Blevins there? Looks like he might have not beat the pace car out. He had to wait. Get back. Well, interesting. $16 cars in the lead lap. Landon Quisenberry 1 lap down with Eric Shields.
You know, usually when we see races end up like this in LSR with a bunch of cars a lap down, it's just because the leader is, you know, on a tear, not because of
everybody, not because of the attrition. Pace car is off. 31 laps to go. Tyler Justice will again lead us to the Geico restart zone, and should get a pretty. The 41's trying to lay back to get a good jump here, but that leader has had almost an insurmountable advantage on every single restart. He is 4 car lengths clear by the time they got to turn number 1. That is insane.
I'm going on a limb and say that invalid username 28 is Cade Ferguson.
Oh, we're wrecking again. Tiller up in front of Scarabo. Caution is out. Kyler Freese nowhere to go.
We really are just having that kind of race here, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be Cade Ferguson. And that totally explains his issues
stopping
tonight.
on track and
broken wheel and stuck shifter.
Said record number of cautions. I would believe it. I think this must be we've ever personally seen.
It absolutely is. I switched over to Moza from Fanatic, so I've had.
Not all of us have Moza money.
That's true.
Leisure should contact us. Let us, get an affiliate code. 20% off if you use YJ Media at checkout.
Right.
That's not real, but imagine.
Imagine the scenes.
Imagine the scenes if anyone actually took us seriously.
I'd question their judgment a little bit.
We're great. Some would say the best. I would say the best, but I'm also delusional.
Just a tad bit.
The night started out pretty good, then went downhill fast as a slow panda.
Yeah,
I believe that's Goodwin.
That's James Goodwin. I remember him popping in chat yesterday. Yeah, I would agree with that. That sums up your race. We're looking really good right about the midway point, and then things happened. A lot of things happened this race. Driver update redemption for Samuel Demien. The Samuel Demien started in the 7th position in the 21 Ford Mustang. He sits in the 6th position. Has pitted 3 times, most recently on lap 109. He's on the same strategy as your race leader. Looking good for Samuel Demien. We approach 25 laps to go.
Cade Ferguson said one of the cleanest guys. True.
He knows his way around a racetrack.
And to not be involved in a lot of accidents, it's why he's able to keep himself currently 6th.
He did explode yesterday, though. Nashville. Him and, coincidentally, Andrew Tennell. They're right. They're nose to tail on a racetrack. It just happens. It has a funny way of working itself out, doesn't it?
We see but there's
Hey!
no. Oh.
I think they're just playing it up a little bit, but they're watching the broadcast. I know Teno's watching the broadcast at least, so probably give.
He likes to hear his name.
Hey, how do you do? 16 cars, 17 on the lead lap. Tiller, I think, should be able to continue. I mean, he doesn't have a rear bumper, but I don't know that would be required repairs. He's gone. There should be 17, I believe. Lights are off on top of the pace car. It'll be 26 laps to go and they get the restart. Corey Blevins coming down pit road with 1 to go. Not sure what all that's about. Holy cow. And despite this, we're still at, hour 26 minutes on the stream, so only 25 to go, so it's not even like it's going to go that far over. But so much has happened in those hour 26 minutes. I really thought Tennell was about to hit the inside wall. Looked like a wheel failure there almost. Corey Blevins does get back out in time. So 6 seconds in the box. Maybe he had a little bit of damage or just topping off on fuel. But here for the restart, 26 laps to go. Tyler Justice from Kyle Ritchie, Matthew Hewlin 3rd, Randy Arms 4th, Samuel Demien 5th, Mazzella 6th, Casey Brown 7th, Andrew Tenold 8th, Schwartz 9th, and Jonathan Dolly rounds out your top 10. Corey Blevins is coming into pit as we reach the green flag. So not sure what that's all about. We're back underway.
You wouldn't believe it. Tyler just out to a what, 4-car lead?
3-car leads that
3?
time. He got caught slacking. Kyle Ritchie through to 2nd, Randy to 3rd. So they scatter down the back straightaway yet again.
Look here in the back, see if I can see the next caution happening.
Murphy Jr. battling away with Mueller for 12th here. So Glenn Murphy Jr. is on the charge. Don't count him out just yet. Oh, there goes Jonathan Dolly. He does hang on to it. Still trying to save it. But he does, no caution.
Hellman, Casey Brown getting into it. Both get away. Worse for wear, but...
Glenn Murphy Jr. now up to 9.
Casey Brown and Quisenberry.
And that's
Quisenberry's going to go around. No caution? He's off the track.
That's an interesting one.
Oh, he's pulling back up on track.
And we get it going, but how did this happen real quick? Off of 4. Casey Brown bounces off the wall. Gets into Quisenberry. And he catches the tail end of the pit wall. We're setting some personal bests now. 23.07 for Jonathan Short's quickest lap of anybody. So far in this race, he sits 7th. Tyler Justice not able to pull away yet. 22 laps to go. Kyle Ritchie right there. Randy's been quick on the short runs as well.
I just want to give a little survival advice to Quisenberry. And probably to any driver who doesn't know this. If a car bounces off the outside wall and taps you, you should probably try and get away from them. Because it's probably going to happen again.
I don't think he knew, but Quisenberry coming down to pit. Only 14 cars on the lead lap, back to Ryan Tiller.
But we're going to have contact between Schwartz and the heel. Schwartz trying to get on that right rear and just get him out of the way. Now Tenold taking a dive.
This is the battle for 5th. Mazzella right there. Murata getting out of the way.
Yeah, contact.
Oh, still loose off of 4.
Tenold lifted and not get him around. But yeah, there was contact between Tenold and Schwartz there. But I wanted to say, that wasn't really a shot at Quisenberry. It's just like a survival instinct. You really got to know when to just get away from drivers.
Yeah, top 3 slowly starting to drop everyone behind them, so it's going to be a 3-car show here, I imagine, for the last 19 laps. Tyler Justice would love nothing more than that 76 and the 8 to start battling a little bit side by side. It's been a car length and a half for the last several laps. 6. No pull away just yet. We're all on the same tire strategy. Things are tentatively calming down now in the closing stages as we've lost a half the field to incidents here or there.
By the way, Wyatt Garrett, you probably could have picked up another couple spots if you just kept driving around.
Definitely could have picked up a good number of spots. But James Goodwin's still on pit road. Ferguson's still on pit road. Wayne Ruprecht is still running. He's going to pick up a spot here in the 21st when he comes around. So he's still checking. Picked up another spot there. And it is 21 cars still running. So we have 21 left. 9 out of the race. 2 of the 9 on pit road with 20-plus minute repairs. So for all intents and purposes, to save the race, they are out. Eric Shields, the only car 1 lap down. He'll give us 15 on the lead lap if we get a caution in the closing stages. Murphy Jr. up to 7th, past Andrew Tunnell. A remarkable recovery for this 48. Still a little bit of right rear damage from him and Lott getting together. Top 5 not out of the question for this 48 machine. Kyle Ritchie just losing a little bit. He's now 2.5 car lengths behind, so is this 6 have just enough to cross the line here in the closing stages a winner? He's been probably the best car on the long runs, but he only really had one. From lap 42 to 100, essentially. Everything else has been intermediate to short. Randy's looked good on the short runs, but he gave up the lead on lap 88 to Tyler Justice over the course of that long run. Probably need a little bit of help to go 3 in a row to start this season, but 3 top 5s from 3 races, can't complain. Kind of under some severe pressure here for 8th. 12 laps to go. They will click off quick here. Not over 24-second lap times.
Randy's also under pressure for 3rd.
About Josh Mueller in the mix here. Looking for his first top 10 of the season in that 26. He's in a really good position as long as he can just keep... Oh!
Almost made himself in a bad position.
I say just keep it on. I was literally saying just keep it on the racetrack and you get a top 10. Skirbo probably too far back to be a factor. Demien does get by Randy for 3rd. So it is now officially a 2-car show. Kyle Ritchie 4/10 of a second back off Tyler Justice, coming to 9 laps to go. It must be said he got a top 10 at Daytona. Had race winning speed last week at Auto Club, did not get to show it.
Something that kind of see Quisenberry making moves through the field. He's 4 laps down. Potentially going to be affecting these drivers.
In the closing stages, Mazzella gets back by Mueller. Lap traffic playing a huge factor there, like you mentioned. No retaliation there from the contact made. The battle for the top 10 is heating up. 54, 41, 26. 59 now joining the party of Tony Scarbo.
Ooh, Randy's just lost a spot to Schwartz. So that car is giving out.
There's just giving up on him at the closing stages here. He's looking really tight. Glenn Murphy Jr., I said a top 5 wasn't out of the realm of possibility here. With coming to 6 laps to go, looks very likely to happen. Mazzella now by Tennell. Mueller trying to follow through. trying to throw the block here late. Azella into the
Azella in the
wall.
wall.
Blevins closing on this battle, not for position, but with fresher tires. Murphy Jr. 2/10 off for 5th. Goodwin finishes up his repairs after 16 plus minutes and heads back on the racetrack for the final 5 laps. Doesn't gain anything.
This is just killer for Josh Mueller. This is multiple times where he has had, a shot at Tenold or Azella and just lap traffic with fresher tires.
And now he's in trouble with losing 10th, but he's always really close to picking up his first top 10, but might lose it here in the last couple of laps. 4 laps to go.
Because of lap traffic.
Scarbo. Oh, blinking a little bit, but he still is pressuring Tenold all the way, so it's yet to be decided. Glenn Murphy Jr. does get to the inside Randy Armstrong. Glenn Murphy Jr. all the way back to 5th, incredibly. But it's Tyler Justice 1.4 seconds clear. Shorts pounds the wall out of 4. Truly the best car over the entire course of the evening. On the long runs especially, and we had a 25 lap run to end it. And he was able to pull away.
If it wasn't for that mistake last week, it really could be 2 in a row for him.
We'll never know how Auto Club would have played out otherwise. This is the perfect counter redemption if he could do half a lap, get to the white flag, make this race official. The close battle's going on, but I think he'll be able to make it. Powering off of turn number 4. White flag in the air. Race is official. 1.6 seconds out back. 1 lap car in front. Don't imagine he'll push too hard to try and catch him. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Started on pole. Your pick to win. He does catch the lap traffic in the final corner, but no harm, no foul. And picks up his first career LSRL win at Dover. Tyler Justice, your winner here this evening. Mueller does hang on to 10th there at the end. Picks up his first top 10 of the season. But many congratulations are in order. First one's always the hardest. Tyler Justice, an LSRL Xfinity Series winner at Dover. Potentially the first of many with the pace that he has. He will burn it down here at the Monster Mile. He has conquered the monster. Not a scratch on that car either.
I mean, it's kind of what happens whenever you're able to get yourself, just clean air.
Well, there was chaos at the front of the field as well tonight, but he was able to avoid all of it. Stayed calm when he did lose the track position, and a well-deserved win for this 6 machine. He blew the motor.
Blew it up.
He blew the motor celebrating. He absolutely burned it down. Let's see here. Looks like we got him in the waiting room, so let's go ahead and pull your race winner in here. Here with the winner, Tyler Justice in the 6th machine. Perfect night for you. Started on pole, and you end up in the victory lane for your first career LSRL win. Many congratulations in order on a wild race here tonight.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. It was a grinder, that's for sure. I wasn't expecting all the cautions. I figured it'd be a little bit cleaner, but I mean, it was good nonetheless. Like you said, we were able to get the pole there, put a good lap down, get good track position, and that's a big key, not having to work your way up through the field, because at this place you're trying to save the right front tire, because if you don't, you're not going to be very good on the back end of a run. So Was just trying to manage that. I tried to do that at the beginning of the first stage, and we fell back to like third there, and cautions kept coming. So I just went full bore, tried to get up there and got the lead and got the stage win, and then just trying to manage the runs after that, and had a good battle there with Randy and a couple other guys. So it was a fun race. Glad to get a win. I felt like we were in position to get a win last week and just overcooked it and sped on pit road and didn't catch the caution to get us caught back up. But glad to get one here tonight. I think we've won every stage this season so far, so getting a lot of points, and we'll take this one home and try to go again next week.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Got to feel good. You were in a great battle last week with Perrin. You guys are racing on every inch of that racetrack, and that includes pit road, but they do have a speed limit there, and like you said, that's what ended up costing you. But rebounding in the best way, pole, stage win, and the race win, like you said, building some good points early here in the season. So congratulations are in order for a dominating performance, best car in the long run, and able to save those tires like you mentioned. So well-deserving victory here tonight, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Yeah, shout out to all the guys at Legacy Esports and Reaper Speed Labs. Shout out to everybody in the league, and thank you guys for broadcasting.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again. We'll see you back here next week.
All right, appreciate it.
Here with your second place finisher tonight, Kyle Ritchie. Kind of a wild night for TTSL. You in second, and Wyatt on the other end. But yeah, great race for you. Able to avoid most of the chaos and manage the ever-changing strategy, and there with a shot at the end of this thing.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Wyatt first. We're gonna have to teach him how to use a brake pedal, I think,
Yeah.
and maybe how to use his eyeballs for the next race. Don't think he quite saw a wreck. I didn't see what happened, but I know it wasn't good. So
Yeah, it was not great, but he has your example to follow. You've been on a tear Monday and Tuesday nights, so and continuing that hot streak here again tonight.
yeah, I've been feeling good lately. I don't know if I figured something out or what, but I've had a lot more pace than I've expected to have lately, and feels good to run up front again.
Yeah, absolutely. Well deserved for sure. Putting in the time, and it's showing. And another podium. Started fifth, finished second here tonight. Stage points to boot. So another good start to your season here.
Yeah, it was a good start to the season. I want to keep this momentum rolling. I think we go to Kansas next week. I don't remember, but keep rolling, and hopefully we have a good season.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on the second place finish. We'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Shout out you guys for putting on the broadcast. Shout out Kevin for actually racing for once. He made his once-a-year appearance. And that's about it.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations again. We'll see you back here next week.
Thank you guys. See ya.
And here with your third place finisher here tonight, Samuel Demien, and he called a shot tonight. Said 21 car top 3 tonight. Called it at 6:17, and ended up working out for you. Crazy race tonight, but able to avoid all the chaos and have the tires late to go get a podium finish tonight.
Yeah, we were able to stay out of all the trouble and save our tires throughout all these runs. Had a pretty decent race, I would say. Randy was lagging back a little bit, so found the opportunity at the end there to pick up third. But overall, Dover's a pretty good track for me. So top 3 is pretty good.
Absolutely. Sweet new paint scheme as well, I see out there. So
Yeah, I figured the Motorcraft wasn't doing me any good after last night, so we needed to switch it up a little bit.
Glad you're able to clear concussion protocol from last night to this tonight. So really quick turnaround. For
Wait,
you.
this isn't last night's, right? No, I'm kidding. That was
Yeah,
waking up in the middle of the
very,
race.
very, very big collision last night and then a podium
Yeah.
tonight. So good turnaround in 24 hours.
Cool.
But congratulations again on a hard-earned P3. We'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Shout out to you guys for doing this, putting up with all of this. Shout out to my Rex Racing team.
So congratulations again. We'll see you next week.
Yep, see you guys.
Josh Mueller, you got a copy. Don't think we have Josh Mueller, but I just want to say congratulations on the first top 10 of the season. So if you watch broadcast back, you'll see it. Adam Kilday, do you have a copy?
Yeah.
All right.
What's up?
How's it going? You are the
Go
biggest
on.
mover tonight, from 30th to 12th. How'd you do it?
I mean, it seemed like a lot of the guys were wrecking out of the race one by one. So I managed to be the lucky one and just squeezed my way through some of the carnage and was able to keep the car clean up until the end.
Absolutely. That's one way to do it. If, say, everyone else falling by the wayside, wrecking all around you, sneak through the middle. So you had a couple good avoidances tonight and a solid 12th place finish tonight.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was would have been happy, with a top 10. That's what I was trying to get. It's difficult getting top 10s outside like the bigger tracks in this league because there's a lot of good guys in here, but no, I'll definitely take this 12th place and sleep good at night and freaking
Absolutely.
hell yeah.
Absolutely. We'll see you next week. Appreciate it.
Will do. Take it easy, man.
Yep. I saw your response, Josh. I want to see if we'll give you one more chance for the mic to key up here. We'll see if we can get you your response on the first top 10 of the season.
Yeah, I got you now.
There it is. Perfect. But yeah, hard fought race. Just kind of biding your time the first half and getting real racing the second half and come out of it with a really, really hard fought top 10.
Yeah, no doubt. Dover definitely eats up those tires. So the more patience you can have, the better it is in the long run.
Absolutely. And really coming down to those last probably 10 laps, you were a three-way fight for 8th with Mazzella and Tenold and lap traffic all around, but able to keep a cool head and hold on to that 10th place.
Yeah, I'll tell you, these guys are a great group of guys to race with. During the winter seasons, I coach wrestling, so I don't play iRacing for probably 7 months out of the year. So to pick it back up and run with some good drivers really makes it fun.
Absolutely. Well, ran good tonight. First top 10 of the season. Got to do some good for the momentum as we're still in the early part of the season.
Yeah, I appreciate you stopping down and looking forward to running the rest of it.
Absolutely. We'll have to see you next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. Here with Joshua Lawton on probably not the night he obviously would have wanted. What was your take on the incident on lap 48 between you and Glenn Murphy Jr.?
Just getting blocked, man. And he's blocking the wrong guy. I mean, the first time I understand, the second time that's enough, and then the third time I just didn't care. Who got wrecked and how many and if I took myself with me, so just not going to put up with it. It's not how you should race. He can claim all he wants that there was a car in front of him. We all have cars in front of us, but I don't race like that, and I don't appreciate getting raced like that. And anybody that thinks they're going to race me like that will end up with the same result.
Well, appreciate the honesty, and hope to see you back here next week.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Here with Landon Quisenberry, in a wild one, ends up 17th here tonight. That's the wild is probably the one word I could sum up your race with tonight.
Yeah, I really don't have any emotions towards it, to be honest. First, I just want to give a shout out to Cade. He was running that Ryan Newman 2008 throwback paint scheme because his grandfather passed this week. So, I just wanted to put that out there since he's not here. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. I started in practice under tornado warning. I had sirens going off outside my house and everything, and nothing happened over here. The real storm was in the race because I don't know what to say. I really just, I guess this is my announcement to all the people whenever they watch this back and see. Give and take is really huge, and I feel like we could have used a lot more of that tonight. Just overall, it wasn't really fun to be a part of mostly everything that happened tonight. I could have had more give and take when I got sent in turn 3 on lap, what was that, 13, 14? I don't even remember what lap it was. And I can't even believe I had a shot, really. And then it was I dug myself in a hole, got back out of it. So it was like that, raced my way back up there. And then what happened? Oh, my teammate, Cade, the reason he had that issue earlier, his wheel came off the rig. It came off the stand.
That's unreal.
So
yeah,
it
looked like
he went. Yeah, so he went and grabbed. He was like, I can't put this one back on. He went and grabbed his GT wheel and put it on there. Was racing with it. So that's why when he came to pit road, he wrecked. So then it was like I was coming back from all that. He wrecks, traps me a lap down. We're in the free pass spot. They wreck again. 48 car passes me as soon as they wreck. I don't get the free pass. Get the free pass anyways. And then Dolly sends Casey back to me, and then Casey hits the wall, and I get wrecked, and he bounced off. It wasn't, it wasn't intentional. And I unfortunately got sent down to the inside of the track. Got a meatball. They don't throw a yellow after I literally drove all the way up the embankment and up to the outside wall to try and see if they throw one. They just didn't. So I don't know. That's really all I could say. I have a lot to say, and I don't have a lot to say at the same time. It was, I guess, fun. I'm really happy that I've been really fast the last couple of weeks, right? So if I just get more luck on my side, I'll be all right. And I was happy heading into this race to have 0 X's at this point in the season. Now I have 14. So we'll go on to Kansas next week and see what happens.
Absolutely. We'll appreciate the time and the recap of a wild one, and hope to see little calmer heads prevail at Kansas.
Yeah. Sorry about taking up so much time. That's all I'm gonna do. Just keep smiling. Not gonna let any flare-ups happen like last season. We're gonna get through and get in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Well, it's the mindset to have, and we'll see you next week at Kansas.
See you.
Hello. That's got to be an LSRL record for cautions, right? I mean, that's.
Oh, guarantee it.
Right.
We had all.
I don't know. The weather made everyone go crazy or something. I don't know. But that's Dover, I guess. Difficult track. I'll give you guys some grace. I hate racing here myself. But yeah, we'll just let whoever wants to speak. And definitely a wild one. So I'm sure.
Did you see that pace car take me out of the race? They opened up the pit lane. Pace car was a mile behind me.
Kept me from getting my lap back.
Totally junked me, man. Come on, we were fast too.
Hey, you were.
Damn it! Dang it! Who's next? Who wants to complain next? Nobody. I'll complain. How the heck that pit lane gonna open before the pace car catches up to the field? That don't make any sense. And then Randy gonna slam on the brakes and not say anything.
I think that's his driver not paying attention. I saw it.
He just parked it on the backstretch and let me go on by. See you later, buddy. We love you.
It didn't work out very well for me.
Jeez.
Oh man.
Wish it would have stayed green with.
I had a third in the bag for sure. For sure.
I'm just happy I didn't speed on pit road or spin out, so I'll call that a win.
Yeah, hard fought top 15. A lot of stuff was going around. Kind of pretty close to where you were, Shields, tonight. So just able to avoid most of it.
Yeah, I got caught in one there, but there's a few more cautions, so I was actually able to get it all repaired, and then I just had a few close calls after that, but not too bad. For Dover, for me, I'll take it.
I taught him everything he knows.
Still have to teach me how to make calzones.
Yeah, and how to pit when everybody else pits. Oh, that was me.
Whoops.
Whoop.
No. Shorts, you got fourth here tonight. Led a couple laps early and kind of just settled into a top 5 night.
Yeah, solid run. As soon as I lost the lead, I got way too tight, so it's hard to pass it over. So the 4th place is pretty solid.
Absolutely. Scarebo, you were trying to steal top 10 late up in all that battle with all the lap traffic flying by you guys, but you were part of that 4-way fight for the top 10 there at the end.
Yeah, I had a little bit of damage from one of the 3 or 4 wrecks. I don't know how many wrecks I was in there, but I kept getting damage on all those wrecks, so kept starting from the back and working my way up little by little, but I was hoping for a top 10, but hey, I'll take 11th. It's close enough.
And then Casey Brown 16th tonight. What's your main takeaway from Dover?
I really like this track, but tonight just wasn't my night. We got involved in a couple of wrecks. Had a little contact on the backstretch with our teammate Ryan. I think he's a little mad, so I want to apologize to him. I mean, my spotter never saying by was high, but I think then he got hit from behind or something, and his night kind of got ruined from there. and then we got punted into one, I think by Dolly or someone. I saved it, but then the car was pretty damaged after that, and then me and Landon got into each other on the front stretch, and then I got a meatball from that. So it just kind of went downhill after one of those restarts. The contact with Ryan, we had a top 10 car, but just unlucky. So we'll put on the truck and we'll go where the hell we're going next week.
And Randy did not make it 3 in a row. Can't win them all, I guess, literally. But 2 wins and a 6th place to start your season, so momentum's still high for you, I imagine.
Yeah, felt like we had probably a top 3 or so car up until after the green flag stop. Strategy kind of got, jumbled, and it just wasn't as good once I got back in traffic or something. I don't know, but I wish I would have stayed green, along with Mercedes Mazzella there, and I think me, him, and Justice could have had a good battle for the win. But all in all, pretty good start to the season. So hopefully we can keep her going.
Yeah, hopefully next week I don't have to hear anything about air blocking or insanely tight in traffic, so we'll see. But a good race. I mean, it was, I know we had some cautions, but it ended up being good racing for what it was. And we'll head on to Kansas next week, fellas.
Heck yeah.
Alrighty, fellas. Well, y'all have a good night, and we'll see you there.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Last but certainly not least, Andrew Tenold and Jonathan Dolly. Very, very hard fought race for the both of you. Tenold, you get 9th, Dolly 13th. Tenold, you were as high as 2nd at one point tonight, so very racy tonight.
Yeah, the track was good. These Xfinity cars are probably the best cars NASCAR has ever put out. Way better than Next Gen. Way better. I wish ARS would just put these as the Cup Series. But yeah, good night for us. The number 54 Monster Energy Chevrolet was really, really good. Got into some trouble. I accidentally spun out. Landon Quisenberry. Yeah, I wrecked my fellow Monster Energy brother. So sorry about that, Landon. I really do apologize, and I will make it up to you somehow, some way. But yeah, Dolly,
he's muted.
Take it away, Penny.
Started 14th, finished 13th. He was looking racy. Kind of wrecked the league owner at one point. It's a little awkward.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh my god, dude, we're gonna get kicked," and I was like, "I don't think they'll kick us. It's just things happen." But I'll play it here. I'll be Jonathan Dolly here. I'd like to thank Trinity PC out of South Dakota for all the hard work that they do. Shout out to TPR for giving me a fast car. No.
Yeah, kind of awkward though. He sponsors the race last week and then takes out the league owner, so it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if I was the league owner, I'd kick him to the curb. No, I'm kidding.
Probably a little confused. Yeah, no, it's just hard racing. It's Dover.
Yeah, it's Dover. Dover's tough. It's always gonna be tough. Where are we at next week?
Kansas.
Oh, I can't get enough of that place. I swear.
It should be some good races, especially the Xfinity car. It should be pretty exciting. So.
Yeah, like I said last night in the Next Gen series, I'll be lucky if I get out of there because looking at the weather for this weekend, it's gonna rain all weekend. So, yeah,
we'll see. Well, I hope you don't miss it. It's gonna be a good one next week, and mile and a half is where they're at their best. So,
for sure. Yeah, I'm excited for it. It's going to be a good one. Absolutely. This league is really, really fun. I'm really bad with the names right now, but the owner, that's what's his name?
Murata.
Yeah, Joseph Murata. Joseph, I just want to thank you for giving us a home, TPR, a home in your Xfinity series. So far, it's been really, really fun. We haven't had one bad race yet, and this is a really badass league. So we'll see ya.
Alrighty, well, we'll see you next week in Kansas.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed, Max. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. All right, fellas. Y'all have a good one.
You as well. See ya.
All right. Wild one tonight. Your final thoughts?
I mean, it's to be expected from the monster.
Yeah.
Just love short track. Honestly, I've really grown to love short track racing from broadcasting standpoint.
Absolutely. But yeah, we'll go ahead and recap it. Only 14 cars on the lead lap here tonight. Back to Ryan Tiller. Tyler Justice, your race winner. Kyle Ritchie and Samuel Dimium joins him on the podium. Glenn Murphy Jr. fights back for a top 5, and Josh Mueller rounds out your top 10 here this evening. We're live this Friday night for Friday Night Rod Car, 9 Eastern, as the Xfinity cars head to Talladega. Next Monday, Xfinity Racing Series heads to, for their next gen, their third race in the championship chase, they head to Dover. That's right. They head back to Dover. And then next Tuesday night, we're back here live for some more Xfinity action at Kansas. So I hope y'all tune in for that. And we'll see you Friday night. Y'all take care.